Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
There will be no SEC versus Ripple settlements announced tomorrow on 2/22/2022. If you want to know how I know? If a settlement was going to be announced tomorrow, you would already see activity in the charts. XRP's price and volume increases from insiders that know what's coming. Again, listen to that very carefully, because basically what he's stating is, if it goes to the XRP chart, if there was about to be a settlement today, right? If there were, the XRP price would have already pumped hard, right? Because the insiders, the people who got the inside scoop would have already known. So that's, I guess, the clearest way, right? We could tell that, hey, something is going on. Something is brewing behind the scenes when XRP does pump, like how it pumped to $2. Now, let's get on with the SEC news side of things. Riz XRP has tweeted out, "Straight fire, the truth always surfaces." So guys, listen very carefully to what they say right here.
Legal memo addressed Ripple's initial business. Legal memo addressed Ripple's initial business strategy. And this is what is said about the initial business strategy. Looking at the second page, Roman numeral 3, paragraph A, is sold to investors who provide founders with the capital necessary to launch and operate new coin, which later became Ripple. The coins will likely be considered securities and subject to regulation under federal securities laws. So Ripple must have just ignored this advice and moved forward anyways, right? No, in fact, Ripple instead took this advice and came up with a revised business plan, which included not making sales of XRP to individual retail purchasers, but only to wholesale exchanges, and instead focused on obtaining private equity funding in order to build out the XRP ledger. And then, after making those changes to its business plan, Ripple went back to the law firm and received the October 2012 memo. And here is what that memo concludes. Looking at page 4, we believe that a compelling argument can be made that Ripple credits, which would become XRP, do not constitute securities under federal laws. Given the lack of applicable case law, we believe there is some risk, albeit small, that the SEC disagrees with our analysis. Well, now, as we know, the SEC did not disagree with that analysis and did not state that XRP was a security, despite knowing exactly what Ripple was doing with XRP, all the way until it filed the lawsuit 8 years later. And then going back to the memo for a minute. Later in the memo, under the legal analysis section, the memo states, "We understand that the primary reason for purchasing Ripple credits, XRP, is to facilitate online commerce, not to engage in speculative investment trading. As such, given the commercial nature here, Ripple credits, which is XRP, should not be considered securities." And so, Judge, Ripple followed the legal advice contained in the October 2012 memo to a T. And later in 2018, Director Hinman's 2018 speech actually reinforced this legal opinion that Ripple had been provided 6 years prior. And then it reached out and discussed what it was doing with the SEC.
Wow, there we go, guys. Again, this is how we know the SEC is like, it's over with. The SEC is basically done for, guys. They got exposed left to right, right? So basically, all the way from Ripple followed the laws, the rules since 2012. Come on, guys. See here from Attorney Jeremy. Perkins and Coy wrote the legal memos for Ripple back in 2012. Again, this was all the way back in 2012, guys, and they come out several years later stating, hey, you guys are doing this wrong. Come on, guys. Perkins and Coy assisted Hinman draft his 2018 Ether is no longer a security speech, right? Now, the Perkins and Coy website then posts that other senior officials and the chair of the SEC are in a growing consensus. Basically, look at this strange coincidence that the guidance Ripple followed back in 2012 is perfectly in line with the Hinman speech. Wow, again, isn't that crazy, guys? Basically, it's in line with the Hinman speech. Basically, you guys know what that means, right? Ripple basically won behind the scenes. It's in plain sight, guys. Ripple has already won. I don't know if there will be a settlement or what else, but we know the conclusion is coming very soon. Lord Vendetta tweeted out, the big question on the internet related to the Ripple vs SEC case is who made the call to give Ethereum an unfair advantage in the industry by labeling only Ethereum as a non-investment, allowing them to sidestep investment-related regulations, right? We found the answer to this question, and it is the same guy who shackled Ripple on his last day in office. Isn't that shocking? Jay Clayton, right? In a video we found on YouTube, Clayton is the one who directed Lowell Ness, a partner at Perkins Coy, to draft the memo about Ethereum. So guys, this is how we know something shady has been happening with these agencies since many years now. Again, it's all about corruption that's taking place, but people are not brave to fight against it, right? But Ripple is. I'm glad that SEC went after Ripple, because now the SEC is basically getting exposed, even though we all know it's a show. This video indicates Jay Clayton was with attorney Lowell Ness at a meeting at venture firm, right? Where the former SEC chairman asked them for advice and suggestions for a playbook. Basically, that would essentially become the SEC guidelines that would give Ethereum a free pass. This meeting was confirmed on Clayton's calendar in June of 2018. Bill Hinman, right, gave a speech giving Ethereum and Bitcoin an advantage over all cryptocurrencies, and that's why those coins certainly pumped heavily, and that's why XRP didn't pump 1 bit, guys, because obviously it has a lawsuit attached to it. We see right here, then Clayton slammed Ethereum's competitor Ripple with a bogus lawsuit on his last day in office. Oh wow, game over. Guys, what? Wow, they're really trying to play chess, aren't they, guys? But they really got exposed. So hey, it seems like we are 5 steps ahead of the SEC. Q-Bull XRP tweeted out, do you know why no other agencies have an issue with Ripple XRP? Because none of them were in bed with Ethereum. Think about it, the SEC is the only agency that has an issue with Ripple, and the only agency that had members involved who had tight relationship with Ethereum. Again, only if Ripple paid the SEC right to give them a free pass as well, the SEC case wouldn't have happened, basically. But hey, remember, Ripple is not like that, right? Ripple's trying to win with truth, with no shady stuff behind it. Even Brad Garlinghouse basically stated it. Stefan tweeted out, no matter the price, 4 facts. Countries will issue their own digital currencies. National banks won't trade on foreign CBDCs. This exchange of value will use bridge currencies again. Guess what that means? XRP being the neutral bridge currency, guys. What, right? They need to have a bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge. Only tech that was tested long and extensively for this purpose will be used for this purpose. Again, come on now. We see the proof, right? And we know the proof from Houston. El Salvador is the first victim of Bitcoin utility, digital waste store of loss, right? Again, guys, Bitcoin has to go. What's the purpose of Bitcoin? You guys can go ahead and let me know in the comments. But what we know is the digital waste, guys. Basically useless, right? With Bitcoin, and obviously Bitcoin being the experimental test. BC Backers, what do you think? Are we still holding? Now, obviously, Bitcoin still controls the whole market as we speak today, so we still have to respect Bitcoin, I guess, right? Because when Bitcoin pumps, XRP pumps. When Bitcoin dumps, XRP dumps. That's why we need XRP to decouple from the current illusion king as we see today, which is Bitcoin. But then XRP will come into the play, right? Taking #1 spot. It seems like we're following this fractal to a T, guys. Look at that. Even the timing of it, which is crazy. If this still does follow, we should see a huge pump starting very soon, very shortly. That should take us around $50,000 per Bitcoin and then dump back down. I have been hearing him say that if this does take place, right, alt season should be happening right here around this area. When Bitcoin goes up, all these alts should be exploding. And he did say that alts doesn't take years to explode or months. it takes literally 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 days max, right? Around that time range. Remember, because what happens, XRP is a prime example. XRP explodes very fast, right? And very quick while it consolidates for a long time. And then it pumps again hard and quick, guys. So that's what the alts, well, that's what alts do. I hope we do have an alt season, and then probably bear, right? And then at the end, we see ISO 222, which implements utility of these coins come into play. And that's when all the 99% of the coins fall and die away, which doesn't have utility.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.